A lot of people are always saying, how come they never talk about people from the 70s or the 80s? So you will be considered a Generation X. Generation X people. Generation X comes before us because we are millennials. Y'all are more on the conservative side. Y'all know how to communicate. Y'all are more into going out and seeking. Y'all are more out into doing things with the world. Y'all was into hopscotch and jump jacks. Y'all was more into people. Y'all was raised out of love and that effect. And y'all had different diversity. So y'all know how to take nothing and make it into something. So, because y'all was raised with the structure of just having yourselves and nothing else. Now, after Generation X is millennials. We were raised in the same era that y'all was raised in. We know how to communicate. We know how to play with ourselves and communicate. But the millennials were the ones that was introduced to technology. We were the ones that was introduced to the cell phones. We were the ones that was introduced with the computers. We was the ones that was introduced with the beepers. So by us being young as millennials, we was taught these things at a very young age, while the generational X was still on standby because y'all really didn't want nothing to do with that at the time. But the fact that we came from y'all, but now we are being split in half, learning the technology now, this is why you have more millennials that is more computerized inclined than generational X. But technically we came from the same thing, because if you was to take away computers and technology away from millennials, we could still actually live as if we had no TVs at all, because we were raised by parents that didn't have that. So millennials are the ones that is here, believe it or not. And please don't take this the wrong way, because it's the truth. The millennials are here. This is why the video is posted up between 1980 and 1985. Listen. Don't be arrogant. Listen to what I'm saying to you. This is why I posted that video between 1980 and 1985. Because the millennials, they have the inclination of that time. But the millennials also is very inclined with AI too. We can master AI, or AI can attack us. So now that we come from parents that really don't know nothing about AI or this new generation, we are here to teach. This is what the guy was saying. We are here to teach our parents. We are here to teach the X's and the baby boomers about what is going on now, because they are laws. We are the teachers. This is why we cannot be left alone, because we know so much, because we know how it was living in the woods where we had trees to eat. And we also know how to be in the world and know how to slaughter. We know these things because we were raised in two different times all at once. This is why they really don't talk about millennials. Millennials, honestly, are the most powerfulest beings right now, because we are definitely inclined with AI, and we are also inclined with the old way of life. We know how to communicate, and we also know how to not communicate. We know how to work a computer as if Elon Musk taught us firsthand. We can do that. And at the same time, we can take that computer away and destroy it, and we can use nature and work for ourselves. This is why the man was saying that we are powerful and we are not to be left alone, because we are so powerful and we are so creative in ourselves, because we were taught so much. If we get left alone and we as in our own thoughts, it's no telling what could come out. It's going to be of good or of evil. So we are here as millennials to teach our parents and to teach the offsprings. Now, the generations after us, if they decide that they are awakened or they are woke or they know that their generation is something wrong, it's up to them to know who they are. But every generation that we has ever had always had an issue with the generation. It was always a yin and a yang with each generation. Just like in this generation, we got good and evil. In the last generation, we had good and evil. And each one of us is on this universe is designed to have a purpose. This is why it is so urgent for you to know who you are spiritually. Because once you know who you are spiritually, you are going to know why you are here. You are going to understand why these things are happening to you. You're going to understand why when you take 10 steps forward, you got to take 8 steps back, because you're going to understand who you are. You're going to understand your purpose. You're going to understand why you are here. You're going to understand who is around you, and you're going to understand what is going on. Because a lot of us down here, and y'all don't even know it, a lot of y'all that is down here are healers. Y'all came down here to heal the universe, to heal it. But the fact that y'all don't even know that y'all are healers, the demons is torturing you, taking away who you are, because you don't know who you are. You have to fight these demons off. Let these demons know that they can't win. You have to fight these addictions off. Fight the things that is hovering you of your powers off. And once you fight these demons and these powers, these entities off, you're going to feel like a god, because ain't nothing at that point is going to be able to bother you. Because once you see Satan in his face and you fight him, what else can feel you? So us being millennials, us being Generational X's and baby boomers and Gen Z's, all of that has everything to do in how we was created. Because if you think about it, the older generation that it was, they was the dumbness. They had to learn on their own by the universe. No one taught them nothing. If you think about all the generations before us, they was taught by nature. They was taught home remedies. They was taught by earth and nature how to heal themselves. Now look how the generation goes as it get higher and higher. We don't do nothing for ourselves anymore. Everything is done for us. We don't need to take a plant and eat it and heal. All we got to do is take a Tylenol. If you think about it, the oldest the generation was, they did things by nature because nature helped them. As the generation grow higher and higher and newer, we rely on technology. So the millennials are here because we are inclined with technology, and we are also inclined with the old way of life. So we are the teachers. This is why we are not left. This is why we are not meant to be left alone. This is why you see me, you see other people. We are so far apart from each other. Everybody that I have talked to on TikTok that's like me, they live in Arizona, Philadelphia, California, North Carolina. They live so far because they are healers, but they are spread so far apart. This is why you got to know who you are, because once you know who you are, you can protect your energy. And no matter what the devil do to you, even if he kill you, he still can't take that energy because you protected it, because he didn't take it. And you got to know your power. You got to know your powers at this point, because this spiritual war is coming hard. I feel it every day. And in order for you to win this war, you got to know who you are spiritually, because money and diamonds and gold ain't going to buy your way out of this. It's going to take a strong mind and knowing who you are. It's going to take discernment to get your way to win this war.